One of the fastest ways that you can get music ideas and beat ideas from your brain to your DAW are using templates. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining why you should be using templates if you aren't already, how they can speed up your workflow, make you learn more and become a better producer just by reverse engineering the templates that you use. And I'm going to be giving you 4 free song starter templates for FL Studio linked down in the description. I'm going to be breaking down what's in those 4 templates as well as how to utilize them, how to install them, and all that good stuff. So let's just hop right into it. You might be asking, what do templates really consist of? And a lot of the templates that I make, they come with instruments, effects, mixing chains, and even beat arrangements. Without a template, you start with a blank canvas, which can be great for creativity, but it can also be overwhelming. With a template, you have a roadmap. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, templates save a ton of time and get you straight to the creative process versus worrying about the same mundane stuff every single session. So to break down a few more reasons why you should be using templates, number 1, it speeds up your workflow. There's no need to set up channels, mixers, or effects chains. Number 2, you can learn by doing. Templates give you an inside look at how tracks are structured. So with my 4 templates, you could see exactly how I would structure a song, how I set my mixer tracks up, how I route plugins to different inserts. It helps you stay organized. With every template, everything is in the same spot, so you'll get used to that and you'll always know where everything is. Number 4, consistency. You start with a solid foundation every single time. It'll help get you into a really good cycle production-wise, and sometimes it helps avoid beat block. Let me hop into FL Studio and show you the 4 free starter templates that I made. I have it so I can open these up from new from template. If you're not familiar with how to utilize that, it's pretty simple. Just go to your directory, program files, image line, FL24, data, templates, and just drag the folder of the templates that I send you into this, or any template for that matter. You can see I have a bunch. These are the 4 song starter templates we'll be working on today. Once you close and reopen FL Studio, it'll literally pop up right in that list right there, and you can open them up right from there. Even though you drop the full folder in there, it gets all of that information, because what happens is in those folders, we have all the samples and the data information that's in that session file. So let's just open up template number 1. This is it right here. You can see we have a basic song and beat arrangement with empty patterns. This is not a rule. This is not, you have to have your beats this way. This is just a basic structure. A lot of producers like myself starting out, I had no clue how to arrange a beat, no clue where to start, what to do, how to separate sounds. And this is just a huge help for anybody, really just anybody at any level, beginner, intermediate, pro. That's like the main thing that jumps out. But what's really cool in this one is that we have a whole mixer set up. So everything's already routed to the mixer, and we have plugins. So we have a lot of EQs, reverb, delays, all stock, by the way, so you won't have any issues opening things up. We have things routed. We have some stereo separation going on. We even have a mastering chain with some EQ, soft clipper, and limiter. Very basic for beats. If we go into the channel rack, we've even included some patcher instruments where we created just some easy patcher instruments with FL Keys stock plugins and some different effects. So we included a couple of those. And you can see they're already routed to the mixer, so you don't even have to do any of that stuff. And you can replace any of these as you wish. And then we also have a vintage guitar in Patcher as well, utilizing this jazz guitar and some EQ, flanger, reverb. And we have a Citrus preset for an 808. And we have some drum samples from youhelpme.com as well. And we have some automation. So let's hop into the second one real quick. Go back to new from template. Let's just go into template number 2. And these are for all different genres. It doesn't really matter. Some of them have labels on them genre-wise, but the thing that mainly changes is just structure and some samples that we use. You can see this is even more of a basic structure. We love to include these audio sweeps and impacts and reverses because that's a huge part of arrangements that a lot of producers, I think, don't think about in the beginning of creating beats. And it's super important to create those vibes and transitions. And a lot of times that's all the beats missing is just some audio effects and some little bells and whistles. So that's why we love to include those as well as some automation. That's where the track really comes to life. So again, we have this structure, same deal here. We have everything routed to the mixer already, as well as some nice effects chains, very basic fruity limiter on the master. These are beat structures, so like keep in mind we're not fully mastering things. We either have just a fruity limiter or a soft clipper and limiter on the master, depending on the track, depending on the session. Then we have some really cool stuff here from Spark. This is another pack that's included at youhelpme.com. I'll link this down in the description below, but you're getting a bunch of these for free because you got these templates. But we have a pack called Spark where it has a ton of different templates, presets, especially plugin presets for FL Studio stock plugins. This pack is huge. It's massive. I'll link it down in the description. We've included a bunch of these in here for free. We're routing different things here. We have a smooth bell. We have an 808 Citrus preset. fire. So the reason why I like to leave these up for you in Citrus is so you can adjust it if you like. But what I would suggest is like bouncing that out to one audio file, just like your typical 808 sample. But you can see that this sound will just drag on forever. But you can sample a one shot. We have some dark piano here, a Rhodes piano, some brass, and we have, again, drum samples from the Ignite sample pack, which you're also getting for free with these templates. Let's hop into template number 3. Again, same deal here. We got a basic structure, some audio effects. Again, the main things that really change in these templates are the samples, somewhat in the structure, and what I think is the most important is, especially if you want to get better at mixing, is a lot of the mixing chains will change up in here too. We have some different effect styles, different effects chains, so that's really something to pay attention to as well. Again, we have some more patcher presets, a bunch of automation clips, and a bunch of drum samples. Let's hop into the 4th one. We have a little bit more automation here in this structure. We have some 3x oscillator presets, different weird effects, that Rhodes piano, a nice uplifter, and of course our drum samples. And what's cool about using templates too, like I mentioned earlier in the video, is that I'm a hands-on learner, and when I physically see stuff that's been either pre-made for me or somebody shows me how to do something physically like this, I learn way more. What happens with these templates is that you're going to learn a lot more about structure, about mixing, about sound design, about sound selection, because these templates have all of that stuff included. And what's really cool about using templates is the fact that, especially with FL Studio, you can customize these templates that I'm giving you however you want and save them for your future templates, or even send them to your friends. But that's the wonders of FL Studio and creation and learning. Let's say you wanted to take the templates that I'm giving you and just kind of make your own version of them. Just make whatever tweaks you like. Let's say if we wanted to cut this first half out and duplicate this, but on this half, we wanted to switch up the structure of it. Let's say we change up the master, we add a limiter on here and a soft clipper, and this is going to be our new template, right? It's blank still, but we want this to be our new version of this template that I made. You would actually go to File, export it again, and you go to Zipped Loop Package, new from template, drop it in that folder that I showed you earlier on in the video. You could delete the other version of it if you want to. So if you want to download all 4 of these free song starter templates for FL Studio, click the link down in the description below. They are, again, completely free, just my way of giving back to the community. I want to see everybody succeed. I want to see you guys speed up your workflow and become better producers. If you want more templates like this, also let me know. And please, if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and as always, share this with a friend if you get me.